The beauty of college football is that many different walks of life come together each week to put on a show for tens of thousands of people. Thanks to the lifelong dedication to his craft, Dr. Johnny Long transformed the Sound of the South into one of the nation's premier marching bands and forever changed the pageantry surrounding Troy athletic events. Hired by Troy University Sports Hall of Fame member Dr. Ralph Adams in 1965, Dr. Long not only wrote the Sound of the South's trademark piece, The Fanfare, he also named the band upon his arrival. Under Dr. Long's direction, the Sound of the South represented the state in 4 presidential inaugural parades and served as the official band for 2 presidential visits to Alabama. A native of Gunnersville, Alabama, Dr. Long is a member of Omicron Delta Kappa Honor Society and the Kappa Kappa Psi Honorary Band Fraternity. Dr. Long, who is the namesake of the university's John M. Long School of Music, was elected as an honorary life member of the American Bandmasters Association and spent 30-plus years teaching, encouraging, and inspiring students following his arrival on campus. Dr. Long's legacy will live on for some time as he produced over 1,000 high school band directors in his career at Troy. During his Troy career, Dr. Long served as the chair of the music department, dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, and dean of the School of Fine Arts. Additionally, he is a past president of the American Bandmasters Association and is a member of the National Band Association's Hall of Fame of Distinguished Band Conductors and the Alabama Bandmasters Hall of Fame.
I was the band director at Robert E. Lee High School, and I was very content. I had worked there 10 years and had built up a fine band, and Governor Wallace was a friend of mine who I had known before he was governor, and he wanted me to meet, said there was an opening at Troy. He wanted me to meet Dr. Adams. So I went down to the office in the governor's office and met Dr. Ralph Adams, and that was my first meeting with him. And Dr. Adams asked me, he had an opening in the band job, would I be interested? And I told him I wouldn't be. So the day of the Blue-Gray game, Dr. Adams sent Dr. Charles Farmer to the Blue-Gray game and said, we want you to come to Troy. And I said, well, I've already thought we settled that. He said, well, what would you come for? I said, well, I would consider coming. They made me a full professor, gave me a band budget, and gave me the leeway to build the kind of band I wanted to build. And I didn't think anything about it. Then about a week later, I got a phone call from Dr. Adams, and he said, well, I want you to come on down to Troy, we've met your demand. Well, I've had 2 great opportunities to work for Dr. Adams and Dr. Hawkins. Both of them are brilliant. Both of them are 2 of the most brilliant and dedicated people I've ever seen, and they both had visions and dreams and had ways of doing it. I was able to bring in some real great faculty members like Dr. Paul Yoder and Dr. Bill Rivelli, and people like that, and Colonel George Howard, Colonel Mark Hinsley, and some people like that, and Frederick Fennell, who were internationally known band directors, and I was able to hire them to come down here and teach in the summer, which made our graduate school in the class by itself. Dr. Yoder tried to write a fight song, it didn't catch on, and I decided I was going to write one, so the band was going on a tour of one of the mountains, and I stayed home all day long and wrote the fight song, and it caught on, and it's the fight song today, and it was a great fight song. I just happened to be able to write it. Both of my children were in the band, and they played just whatever I wanted to play. Deborah at first was too young, but she later got in the band and played everything. And Johnny, even his first year, played trumpet, tuba, whatever I wanted him to play. And I've always been grateful to my wonderful children, and my wife, Marilyn's always been the most wonderful supporter. We've been married 66 years. When I first saw Marilyn, I thought she looked like a movie star, and I still think she does. And she's always been so helpful to me. She's been the most wonderful person to me of anybody. And the children have too. I don't like Troy, I love Troy. And everything just continues to get better and better, and the schools continue to grow. I never had a student I didn't like, and I never had one that I didn't learn a lot from.